Well, at face value, it's a mini MGC. There's no getting around that. The pieces are pretty similar, not precisely the same, but then that's only because I had a look. The feel is actually a bit different. It certainly feels a bit faster, and I was thinking that it somewhat resembled the Outrang WRM, but after having a look at the pieces, it definitely doesn't really. But I guess the plastic's very similar, and yeah, so it has quite a nice, fast, smoothish feel, quite like the MGC in many ways, but probably slightly faster. And obviously the main thing is, it's smaller at only 58 millimeters. Yeah, 57.7, whatever. Presumably it's lighter as well. Yeah, 116 grams compared to 136, and I suspect this is slightly lighter, 133. Okay, so that's because the Outrang WRM is actually unusually small for a 5x5, but obviously this is taking it to a whole new level. So I mean, it has whatever corner cutting you'd expect, but okay, that's not a very nice lockup. That doesn't happen very much, but obviously it happens occasionally, just like it does on the MGC. The Outrang WRM kind of avoids that, which is why I think it's the best 5x5 on the market. But I mean, they're all getting there. Okay, it does do that occasionally, so you have to be quite... I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to actually be doing that in solves on a 5x5, that's just ridiculous. But yeah, that's a bit annoying. So yeah, the corner cutting is fine, but just be careful. You don't really want to be getting into lockups like that. I don't think that's unusual, but it's something to bear in mind. So as you can see here, the pieces are broadly similar between the MGC and the Zichuang, or is it actually called the Zichuang? I'm not sure, but Zilong 5x5, whatever. As you can see here, the Zichuang doesn't go quite as deep into the core as the MGC on those pieces, and it's broadly the same on everything else. It's pretty similar design. There's these slightly more lines on the Zichuang, which is probably why it's faster, because it reduces friction. Same, very similar design here, and very similar design here. So yeah, it's broadly the same design, but I think they've tried to make the Zichuang faster than the MGC, and have succeeded. So I would recommend this 5x5 basically to anyone who wants a smaller cube, and just to try. I mean, if you're into 5x5, who knows, you might like something like this. It's smaller, it's faster than the MGC. If you like the MGC, this might be worth a try for many people. Obviously, yeah, it's smaller, you have to get used to that. If you prefer the Valk 5 over the Outrang WRM, you probably won't like this that much, because it is quite similar to the Outrang WRM and faster. So, but for a lot of people, I think it's a very nice 5x5, but obviously it's smaller, so I understand that. And if you like smaller cubes, just like the Zilong 3x3, might as well get it. So for 5x5, I do think, yeah, this is a reasonable 5x5, and more 5x5s will come out in 2020, I think. I think GE will release a 5x5 towards the beginning of 2020. I don't know what they'll call it, because I don't think they can use the Valk name anymore, because Matt's Valk's kind of quit competitive speed cubing. So they'll maybe Wushuang V2M or something like that, because they don't have like a Shadow or Spark brand to it. So be interesting what they do. Obviously with the 2x2 they did the X-Man Flare thing, so they might just have an X-Man line for that, because it is Jim Zhang, X-Man design, who does basically everything for Chi at the moment, as far as I know. They might have some other designers, but he's the main one, it seems. So I think he'll release a good cube, and it'll probably compete well with the Outrain WRM and take most 5x5 solvers back to Chi. That's just my prediction and what I need to chat in this section of the video.